Yo, people, what you telling me back again for another footy talk, man? It's been a minute, Lewis. What you telling me?
Um, 1 second. Sorry, I think I'm on the wrong mic. But yo, I'm all good, bro. How you been, man? Hope you've had a good weekend. It's been a minute since we linked up. We still
Trust
haven't
me,
won a
bro.
game in that time, but I guess we've drawn, so as baby steps for the cup final in mind. But how
That's
you
what
been,
I'm
man?
saying. A lot has happened and a lot has stayed the same. Do you know what I'm saying? In the last 7 days. So yeah, it's a bit of a mad one. And then obviously we got Xabi Alonso links now for Chelsea. You know what I mean? I don't know how the Chelsea fans are feeling about that.
It's good because he's our number one pick. As much as they're trying to brief to everybody that they're still looking at a range of other options, which they are, Xabi Alonso is the number one priority. That's a good thing. And from what I'm reading, Xabi Alonso isn't demanding way too much. So it does seem like it's something that can get done. All he's asking for is centre-backs. Because everyone in their fucking nan would ask for a centre-back if they wanted to take over Chelsea. But from what I'm hearing, he's not asking for the keys to the club like that. He's just saying, look, get me some assurances. Get me centre-backs because I want to play a back three. These centre-backs aren't even good enough for a back four, let alone a back five. So
yeah, because he's a coach, isn't it? I'm sure at Leverkusen he didn't have the keys to the club and he wasn't signing exactly who he wanted because I'm sure that there's a recruitment structure there. So it's not something that he'll be foreign to anyway.
Yeah, but a lot of the worries were how much assurances would he ask for, and would it be something that Clear Lake's willing to do? But at this point, even Marco Silva's asking for assurances in these conversations. So you've got everybody trying to talk to you with no leverage because you fucked over a ton of managers in the last few years. Even the likes of Pochettino, who was a bum who should never have been here. You managed to even frustrate him. So now everybody's coming in and asking for assurances. We are in a very, very lucky position that nobody else is looking at Xabi Alonso. This is a free run. They can fuck this up. You can't fuck it up, though. You're capable of fucking it up. I'm not going to take it away from you, but seriously, Liverpool have just said that they're sticking with Arne Slot this season. Xabi Alonso wouldn't take the Man United job because there's way too much of a rivalry involved there. You can get
I don't
away
think
with
we would offer it to him anyway, to be honest. I don't even think he's an option for us because he also because he plays a back three, bro, and we're not going back there.
Fair enough for that as well. Obviously, you ain't going to go back to Real Madrid. PSG's keeping Enrique. Company's staying at Bayern. You have a free run. Nobody is in the way. Just get this done because there's no other manager on the market that's got the CV that he's got. And that's also willing to work with younger players.
You got Xavi there.
Oh, Xavi Hernandez rejected us. He rejected us a week or two ago. So
okay.
He's out of that. Yeah, it's they put some briefing about how he wasn't in line with the vision or something. No, he just said no. He just said take the L, move on. But no, cool, Xabi Alonso's there to get that done. And I'm still not even going to get giddy off that move. But at least that's a manager coming in that can make me relax about not be as annoyed about Enzo Maresca leaving. Because if you get me, the guy that broke the Bayern monopoly, cool. That's calm. That's enough of a proven manager for me. And he plays positional football as well. That suits the squad in my eyes. Great. Now you need to back him. That's the next step. I'm not getting giddy if I hear Xabi Alonso, here we go today. That's one step forward. You've made about 5 steps backwards this season. Now you need to strengthen the squad. Yeah. Even if we get 1 game a week, if you strengthen the squad, you can make a lot of jumps forward the next season. We've watched it with your club. 1 game a week is a great advantage if you have a manager that's good enough to use it. Xabi Alonso with 1 game a week to work with the squad, that's decent. You now just need to back the squad.
So what, do you think that you're not going to make Europe at all?
God knows. I don't think we win another league game this season.
What's your league position now? 9th?
I think so. You're at that point where you just stop looking at the table. That's
I hear you. That's been me for the last 3 years, but do you know what I mean? So I hear you. You know what I mean?
Look, if these men ain't competing for a UCL spot, what do I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't care, man. So
with a manager
cool. Win the FA Cup, nice. If
with
not,
a manager like Alonso, one game a week could be beneficial if you've got a coach that wants to embed something. Do you know what I'm saying? So I'll be real. Like it could be a blessing. But you man are in a similar situation to us where I believe the recruitment is more important than what manager you bring in. Do you know what I'm saying? It looks like we're gonna keep Carrick, which I'm happy enough about. But we need to get the recruitment right, bro. We need at least 5 signings. Do you know what I'm saying? So, and 3 of them need to be midfielders. If we're gonna
Yeah, I heard Mount had another bad game for you guys.
oh bro, he's awful. But if we're gonna season proof this squad, bro, we need more depth. So it's one of them ones where I think when you look at Chelsea and you're saying about centre backs, this is what it's about, bro. It's about having enough depth so that you can seamlessly transition players into the team and still not have a massive drop off in quality. And with us, the drop off if Kobe doesn't play or Cass doesn't play in midfield is crazy because you're relying on Mason Mount and Ugarte.
I hear that. Like I say, the same thing for our attacking depth too. But in terms of the players, getting the right manager is also sending a massive message because a lot of these players are looking at who comes in next before they decide whether they're going to hand in transfer requests or not. Like, we fucked off a lot of players with the self-sabotage of this season. It's been one of my main complaints. These lot have taken any progress they've made in this project and just thrown it back in the players' faces. And then just gone right back to where we are in the Poch era. So for a lot of these players, they're waiting to see what the next manager is before they decide to commit to the project. So if you bring in a Xabi Alonso, that's a great message to send to the rest of the squad that, yeah, look, we're still trying to make the right decisions. We're still trying to give you a good long-term manager that can build the squad to a title-winning level. But that's just one step. I don't want to be talking about like we get Xabi Alonso, all of our problems are sorted. No. That's just getting a manager that is just better than Maresca. So that'll be an upgrade. We're not talking about going backwards with Liam Rossigna and Callum McFarlane. You've brought in a manager that'll help me relax with that situation. One sec. I got my bell ringing.
Yeah, no worries. I big up the chat. You know what I'm saying? Big up the chat. Make sure we get the lights up. Already know what time it is. You know what I'm saying? What's the man said? Chelsea got too many entitled players, bro. It's not even entitled players. I just think that the players are just not that good. Or are you talking about Man United? I'm not sure. Because even when Lewis was talking about attacking depth or lack of attacking depth, I think they ain't got attacking quality. It's not even a depth situation. Even if everyone's fit, they're attacking good. Do you know what I'm saying? It's just João Pedro and no one else. So,
sorry, say that again, bro.
Nah, man's talking about like the attacking depth. There's no attacking depth for Chelsea. There's no attacking quality, period, really, apart from João Pedro. Like, really, everyone around João Pedro you could get rid of and start again.
I'd still keep Esteval, but I understand the sentiment. I get what you're trying to say.
Yeah, Esteval's got to be available.
Done enough yet in that one.
He hasn't done enough. I keep forgetting about Esteval when I'm talking about your attack because he's just not available enough. Like, how many games has he actually started for Chelsea?
Not too sure. He's had a string of injuries this year.
That's what I'm saying. So
why I didn't want him playing a ton of minutes this season. You're adapting to a new league, and you played game in and game out in the Brazilian league, and went straight into a World Cup at 17 years old. I'm not playing you in the Prem week in and week out. Stupidness.
That's what I mean. So I completely forgot about him when I'm thinking about your attack because he just doesn't feature.
And the rest of them have all not shown up. That's Palmer included.
100%. Do you know what I mean? And out of Iriola and Alonso, obviously, what are you definitely more leaning more towards Alonso than Iriola?
I don't want Iriola. I don't think he's the right fit for this squad. And I also think with everything that I've heard about his training regimes, getting him into this Chelsea squad isn't the right move. Because I think we're about 8 injuries by September.
I hear that. But that's the thing. Like, even United fans saying they want Iriola, it's like, our squad don't suit him. Like, you have to look at the squad that's there, bro. Like, I'm tired of bringing in managers that don't suit the squad. Ruben Amorim was another one. Do you know what I'm saying? You got a manager that wants to play this high-intensity pressing football and stuff like that. We don't have the profiles to play that football. Like, we don't have that, bro. Do you know what I mean? So it doesn't make sense, bro. When I'm talking about Man United's midfield, yeah, when you look at the likes of the Kobe Mainus and that, if you're going to build the midfield around Kobe, that you don't want a manager that wants to do this fucking suicide ball pressing because that's not Kobe's thing, bro. Doesn't make sense. Do you know what I mean? So, and Bruno ain't got the IQ to press for anyone, blood. He just runs around and does whatever he wants to do. So, we kind of need to defend in a way that is to the strengths of the players that we have. So, an Iriola, that's what Ruben Amorim was a bad idea from the start. And I think any manager that wants to play this front foot, high press, like high energy football, it doesn't suit us. It don't suit us at all. We're definitely a mid-block team, blood, that can press high up in certain phases of the game, but we're not a high pressing team, bro. Like, we're actually not.
Yeah, I thought for our team, like, we played a lot better in terms of like trying to play higher up the pitch and like counter attack teams and drop back a bit more. But the more that we've done that, the more our teams just got injured. So for me, it's like the slower positional play. This suits this team a lot more, and I think Xabi Alonso does that more for our squad. Marco Silva isn't going to happen. It's Iriola or it's Xabi Alonso. That's what I've heard. Xabi Alonso's number 1 pick. Iraola's number 2. And then they've had a few conversations with Felipe Luis, but he hasn't got his pro license yet. So until I think he might speed run that through the summer. And if he can get that done, maybe he becomes more of a serious name in the conversations if Xabi Alonso falls through.
Yes. That'd be interesting, bruv. So how confident are you that it's going to be Alonso? You reckon you got 3-1, you should get it over the line?
I'll say I'm at 60% right now. Because it does look like it will be him. But I won't underestimate Bluco's ability to fuck up a good situation.
I hear you.
And they're very capable. Like, these men had a free run at Mike Mignon last season and managed to fuck that up because they didn't want to pay 12 million.
Yeah.
Like, these lot could screw this up just for the sake of screwing it up. But he's right there. He wants the job. He's been talking for weeks. Get it done. Get it done, man. Have him in as soon as possible so he can start working on the squad. Sorry, I gotta ring this bell again. Sorry, man.
Yeah, no worries. Man said I want Glasner. Glad he's in the list. Alonso definitely waiting for Liverpool. Bro, I ain't seen no Glasner links to Chelsea. I ain't seen them anywhere. Do you know what I mean? I'm not gonna pretend that I'm on the internet scouring for news all the time, but I just haven't seen that link at all. I haven't really seen Glasner linked with anyone.
Oh, good. No more interruptions.
Yeah, Glasner, like, has he been linked with your club?
A little bit, but nothing serious. He's another one of the names on the list, but like I haven't heard anything about a string of conversations. Maybe they've spoken once, but that's about it. Fabregas's name's in there as well, but he's committed to the Como project. And who's the other name? I think that's all of them. I think that's everyone's name.
Boy, that's what I mean. Man, I'm saying Glasner in another European final. This guy, whether you like him or not, man, this guy knows how to win stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just is what it is. He's a top coach. He's a very, very good coach, man. And obviously, he's at an unstable club, and he's still relatively successful with these guys regardless, bro. Another cup final, you can't overlook it. So,
do you think you can play expansive as well as pragmatic?
I think you can play expansive football with the right players, no matter who you are as a manager, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to look at Jose Mourinho, bro. Got the highest scoring team in La Liga, bro, and he's about as pragmatic and defensive as you can fucking ask for. Like, it was 100% the players.
People ran a narrative on him too much.
Yeah, but it was 100% the players and nothing to do with him. You know the one. Like, that's the reality. And even the first Chelsea team as well, it was Ranieri's players. So, do you know what I'm saying? That was a Chelsea team that was very attacking, and it was a scary team, bruv. And it wasn't because of Jose. It was because of the players that was already there. So I think if you've got players here if you've got a squad built in a certain image, it's almost impossible not to play football like that.
So it's about how we trust the squad then. Fair enough. That's why he's been calling out Palace this season.
Yeah.
But that's 100%. Also why I don't think he's very high up in like the Chelsea list either, because he's called out the previous ownership. They don't like that.
But them men have lost Eze, Elise, Guehi, fucking what's his name? The centre back as well that went to Fulham. He went back to Fulham.
Anderson.
Anderson was their best centre back. They lost bare players, bro. Like, what do you expect man to do?
Oh no,
Like,
I'm
it's
not saying
true.
he was wrong for it.
No,
I'm
not
saying
at all.
Buko don't like that.
Yeah,
That's why he's not high up in the conversations.
no,
They
100%.
want a manager that will say nothing about the owners.
Yeah, 100%. So when you look at that, so when you actually look at his predicament, Palace's football was always going to get progressively worse because losing players are not replacing them, and I think that's facts. And he nearly lost Mateta if it wasn't for a medical breaking down. So when you look at what's happening at Bournemouth with Iriola, what's happening at Fulham with Marco Silva, it's a natural progression for these managers that are of a certain level. When they're at a team like that are a selling team, Brighton are the same. These men have to move on. They have to move on because they get fed up with almost getting penalized for doing well. Because that's what happens when you're at a good club like that. You do well, and then your squad gets ransacked. Happens to Bournemouth every season.
Do the same thing in the summer for no reason. But I hear it. This is what I don't think Iriola is a bad manager, and I think he's a manager that deserves a step up. I'm not looking for step up managers no more. We're done that. I need somebody that's won a league. Xabi Alonso, he's gone invincible in the league. Calm. He's worked with a young squad as well. I think he joined Leverkusen when they were 17th in the league. That's the sort of manager profile that I want. Get me a winner. Because I'm bored of these managers that, like, you've proven yourself and now you should take the step up to a big club. That's great. I did that. And you didn't back that manager. Sorry. And Iriola plays completely differently to the way I view this squad. So I'm all right. I'm just all right.
I hear it. Like, I can completely understand that. So I don't know, man. We'll absolutely see, man. It's gonna be interesting, bro. You know what I mean? It'll also be interesting if Palace do win another trophy with this brother. You know them ones. There's 2 trophies and a Community Shield in 3 seasons, which is fucking diabolical, bro. You know what I mean? For a team that had never won anything.
Yeah, you're gonna be a legend over there.
Yeah, team that never won anything in their history, really. For him to go and do that, you know what I mean, and bring a European title to them as well. Yeah, I can't lie, bro. You know what I mean? It's commendable. So I don't know. Like, I hope that they do win it. So
yeah, same. It'd be interesting to see if Palace can make all the jump all the way up to Champions League just through the European competitions. Because they'll have a good shot at Europa as well.
I think they will do, but obviously he's leaving. So I mean, it'll be interesting to see who the next manager is. They've been linked with Iriola as the next manager, but for his career, like, I just can't see him going there. Like, to me, it doesn't make too much sense. To me, it's a step across instead of a step up.
Yeah, because both Bournemouth, well, Palace don't really have a shot at champs yet, but Bournemouth have a shot at Champions League this season. So it's a bit mad that you'd leave that and then you'd be joining a club that could still slowly build their way up to the Premier League and even Champions League, and build their squad up throughout that to be able to handle it a bit better. But yeah, like, you'd expect Iriola to make a step up to a club that's trying to compete for a trophy. Maybe not in England, in another league.
This is what I'm saying. And that's why it shows you that money talks, because obviously Palace are a bigger team. Yeah, they can probably offer him more money, but it's like you're leaving a team that you could secure European football for to go to a team that's just hovering above relegation. Like, these links don't make sense to me. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, they're purely financial, those links, because I don't see him going to Palace and doing a better job than Glasner. And also, it's a poison chalice, that job, because Glasner's actually done well, bro. Like, if he ends up bringing these man 2 trophies in 3 seasons and a Community Shield, the next manager that goes in there is going to be judged at those ridiculous standards. And I mean, and
you have to walk Europa the first season.
Yeah, you got to win the Europa in the first season, bro. Like, the pressure that's going to be on you. You don't want to be the guy after Glasner, bro. I can't lie. And for me, Iriola's not guaranteed to be successful there. He's not. Yeah. Because Glasner's a more pragmatic, work with what you got kind of manager that can get more out of those kind of players. If Iriola goes there, it's a rebuild, bro. That's what it is, bro. And Palace fans might not understand it's a rebuild. They might expect he's gonna come in and be successful because they're getting used to cup runs. They're getting used to it, so they're gonna expect one next season.
It'll be solely judged off the Europa League campaign.
Yep. So yeah, I
Nah,
don't
but
really know.
Bilbao's already gone for Terzic, I think.
They got a new manager in it, and then Bournemouth announced Marco Rose or something in it.
Yeah. So even that door's closed on him.
So yeah, it's looking a bit. I don't know, bro. I can't lie, bro. Who's this? Man said stepping at negotiations for João Pedro. What João Pedro is that? That ain't Chelsea João Pedro. Surely not.
No, Barcelona have been looking at João Pedro for the number 9 spot for a couple weeks now. But it's very unlikely to happen because they're not going to pay the amount that we asked for. And like João Pedro, for the conversations that he's having with Rafinha, and the fact that like South Americans, Barca, Madrid, of course he'd be interested in the move.
But you lot are going to want like a good 100 mil for him, surely.
Yeah, we're going to ask for stupid money. He's a key part of the project. He's not trying to force his way out the club. He's got no desire to leave the club right now. It's not happening. It's not happening. They'd have to pay like 3 digits, like 100 million plus for João Pedro. It's not going to happen.
That's what I mean. So yeah, I can't see it. I can't see it happening, bro. So now it's a weird time, man. I'll be honest. That they say Marco Silva to Benfica potentially. I don't think he's a top level manager, bro. I don't like.
Neither do I. So Benfica, you can take him.
Yeah,
and
he's
get him
a terrorist, bro. The fact that he's in conversations for like Chelsea and all that, bro. I can't lie. If you man got anything about you, you leave him alone, innit? You know what I'm saying? Fulham fans are already frustrated with him.
Yeah, why is he on my list? Why is he on my list? Simple. You're there to stat pad the list. Just add another name to it. Benfica do a job for me. You're either going to take Marco Silva off my list, or you're going to keep Mourinho at your club, which means Pedro Neto is your number 1 target. One or the other. So you're going to save me one way or the other. Love.
No, I hear it, bro. Did you see the Tottenham result yesterday?
Yeah, I did a hate watch for it. First off, I thought Spurs were just the better side, but like they didn't really make the dominance count for anything. And then it's just stupid moments that cost them again. Like, why are you doing a fucking bicycle kick in your own box? What are you showing off for? You already scored a banger. What the fuck?
It's Tottenham things though, innit? Like this is what they do, bro. They always make life difficult for themselves, man. They should have seen the game.
Chelsea things there as well, and I wouldn't even be able to deny it.
Yeah, bro, that's what I mean. Them man there, bro, just see it out. Do you know what I'm saying? And like, boom, like that win would have pretty much secured their safety. You would think. Do you know what I mean? And
if they won that, I would have shifted my Chelsea Spurs ticket. That wouldn't have been a point.
Yeah, I hear it. Do you know what I'm saying? How you feeling about that game though? Because I can't lie, the way you lot are playing, it's like, fuck you know, bro. Like you can't bet on Chelsea to win a game right now.
Not a chance, man. It's 3 days after the FA Cup final, which means Colwell won't play. And the players are already on the beach in the Premier League and they don't give a damn. We might just get a result off just the pure incompetence of Tottenham, because if we don't turn up for that game, they won't. But that's the only hope I got. Tottenham just shitting the bed at our ground. I don't trust us to do a job. We're probably going to have to rotate for that game.
Yeah.
And I think it's just going to be a horrible watch of football. But who knows? We might still scam a 1-0 or something just because of the whole nature of the fixture. But it's not a game I can get gassed about. My only hope is the FA Cup final. I don't care about the other 2 games. They're all irrelevant to me, whether we beat Tottenham or not.
And what are you thinking of the FA Cup final? Like, obviously, you're always in with a chance, brother. And in cup finals, it's one of them ones where obviously Chelsea are notoriously won trophies regardless of their form. So, like, you're in it. Do you know what I'm saying? And obviously, with City's form being up and down, you think it's a good time to be seeing Man City?
Yeah, they're still going to believe that the title's up for grabs. So they're going to put everything down on that Palace game, and that means they're going to rotate against us. Now, that might not mean anything because we held 3 goals to Nottingham Forest B team. So that might not mean a damn thing for us anyway. But that gives us a little bit more chance. And I know this team's going to show up for the final. These lot against Leeds played with a ton of intensity, desire. They were winning all their second balls. They were winning all of their duels. They looked like they gave a shit in that game. Then they proceeded to play Nottingham Forest B team and they walked around like it was a friendly all match. They don't care about the Prem. They'll turn up for the FA Cup final. Whether that means anything or not is a completely different conversation, but they're actually going to turn up for a game of football that day. So we'll have a chance. We'll see what happens, but we'll have a chance.
No, I hear it. Yeah, City unbeaten in 16. I hear it. Do you know what I'm saying? City are at the level now where a draw for them is like it's a terrible result in it, because obviously it's the business end of the season, bro. But obviously there's not really a surprise. People ain't giving Chelsea a chance. But I don't know, guys. Like I just said, like I just had a sneaky feeling for Chelsea, like before they got to the final. I just had a sneaky feeling for them. Obviously, before I knew that they were going to be playing City, and like it just wouldn't surprise me if they scumbag it, blood. Like it just wouldn't surprise me, and I just don't know. I don't know why. I just got this nagging feeling in the back of my head that they're gonna
Chelsea, bro. They've been
I
here
just feel like they're
before.
gonna do something, man.
We've been here
Oh,
before. That's why. Like that's
Yeah.
why I always say there's a relative bit of hope. Been here in 2021. I've been here in the Club World Cup final. Everybody's just written Chelsea off, and they just said, "Yeah, it's done. It's finished." Bayern 2012. We've been there as well, and we've bucked the trend. We've done it a ton of times, so it's like we can do it again. This is the only game you lot care about.
I hear it.
Every other game is walking football for us. Liverpool versus Chelsea at 12:30. That was a sick joke for the public. Like everybody's waking up early for a game that's gonna send everyone to sleep.
Yeah.
And it was a horrible watch.
It was a horrible game of football, man. It looked like neither team wanted to win it, bro. I'm surprised that you lot didn't win it, to be honest. I think you were the better team for the balance of the game, but the lack of quality showed.
It's because we had Cucurella as our left winger. And like he was great in terms of getting into the attacking positions, but it's like, look, you praise Garnacho for getting into attacking positions. You still have to bury the chance after that. And his touches kept letting him down. But the only thing, like, we look better with Colwell in the team. Like, it's actually a sin that we just said, fuck it, when Colwell got injured. Because, like, we had leadership in the back line, and our build-up play hasn't looked better from the back in months since he came back. But that's all that I really took from the game. Caicedo looked like he returned for a match. João Pedro's always looked good for us this year. And that was it. There was nothing I really took from that game that I didn't already know. I don't rate Jorgensen. And Malo Gusto's a bum. That's all I got from it. He's got spun by Rio all game.
Rio, a good player, though.
I know, but it's like, bro, he's not having a good couple weeks even leading up to this. And then against Rio, you're not even just getting done. You're standing flat-footed and you're making it easier for you to get done. When you're getting the ball, you're not looking around. You're not scanning to see if there's any players around you. You're getting the ball pickpocketed. When you get the ball, all you do is pass sideways or backwards. There's no progressive play from you. You're either checked out or you're a bum. You're one or the other.
I hear it.
And I can't tell the difference between this guy, because even when he's checked in, he still makes bozo moments. That Curtis Jones offside goal, Malo Gusto at the back post again. Malo Gusto at the back post is just straight useless. It's like having a training cone there.
I hear you. I absolutely
I can't help this guy.
Yeah, bro. This summer is gonna be so interesting. I can't lie, because there's so many things that could happen that are gonna massively dictate how next season kind of pans out, bro. Because you lot's recruitment's important, Liverpool's recruitment's important. Obviously, they're keeping on a slot, which I know Monts is gonna be fuming about. I can't wait to speak to him. Do you know what I'm saying? And for me, just keeping him means that they're not gonna be a threat next season. Like that's how big a decision it is. Do you know what I mean? It was just like when United kept Amorim. As soon as teams figured out Amorim was staying after we lost that final, it was like, all right, cool. We don't need to worry about Man United. They're not a threat. So Liverpool aren't a threat to no one next season. I don't know about Spurs. Spurs just typically don't recruit well. So regardless, De Zerbi's a good coach, but I just can't see Tottenham recruiting well because they never have. Like, I can't remember a time that Tottenham recruited well in my whole entire life. They've always been a hit and miss club. Like, if they sign 6 players, 2 of them might hit, 4 of them always miss, bro. Like, there's nothing about Spurs where I look at them signing players and I'm like, yeah, these men actually know what they're doing. Like, there's no sign of that. They spent 60 million on Solanke, bro. You know what I mean? When you're buying players like Solanke and what's his name? The The youth that the youth that went Nottingham Forest, what's his name? Brennan Johnson.
Oh
All
yeah,
these guys. These men are scrubs, bro. You know what I mean? Spurs' best signings are these obscure players that they bring in, that no one really gives a fuck about, and then they actually turn out to be okay, like Saar. Do you know what I'm saying? Like Tottenham are just not that team, innit? So there's no danger of Spurs going out and really having a solid window where they bring in 4 or 5 good players that can actually elevate their squad. Like at best, they're going to be competing for Europa League next season. At best, and at worst, they'll finish in the top half of the table if they stay up. That's assuming they stay up. Do you know what I'm saying? So I don't think Spurs are an issue. Newcastle not bothered about. Aston Villa.
They're keeping Eddie Howe too.
That's what I'm saying. Aston Villa, if they keep Unai Emery, they tend to be there or thereabouts. But if they get European football, again, they're not going to be serious challenges of top 4 because they don't have the squad. So it's just the usual stuff, bro. Like as a United fan, I'm looking at City and Arsenal to be challenging for the title, and then it's whatever after that. You know what I'm saying? It's whatever.
That you lot improve your depth, you can go for 2 competitions. Look,
agree.
for us, like we've got a lot to think about before I even start thinking about the league again. But you just recruit well, bring in Xabi Alonso. We'll see what the state of the squad is and the state of the league, because the league is still garbage. That's
No,
one take
100%.
I ain't getting rid of. Like this league is fucking trash.
I agree. You know what I'm saying? So it's one of them ones. I think if we have the right window, we can easily like sneak into the conversation next season, like what you lot were supposed to do this season. So
that's what the next step is meant to be. It's not top 4 and top 4 again, like people like they were trying to brief to us this season. Yeah, make the jump. You guys have got enough resources, and United pool is crazy enough that you can just make the jump this summer.
100%. Liverpool guys, for me, Liverpool they're not a threat. They've got a shit manager and they've got too much to fix. Do you know what I'm saying? They've got way too much to to fix. Like Virgil is gonna be 1 year older and 1 year shitter. Kanate, is he gonna sign a new deal? Like there's rumors that he might. Even if he does, that partnership is just a year older and it's useless. The fullbacks are rubbish. Like Frimpong was a waste of money. Kirkes was a waste of money. Do you know what I'm saying? They need their midfield revamped. The fact that Soboslai turned into their most important player this season out of nowhere tells you the state of this team, because he was just any squad player the season before, and now he's turned into Superman, bro. Like that's how poor they are. So I can't lie. The midfield needs a tune-up. Their attack needs a tune-up. Salah leaves. Gakpo's rubbish. Isak will probably. I can't lie. That I hope them pictures of his knees are Photoshop, blood. Because
that look crazy. Right?
Because if they're not, he'll never be the same ever again. Even though I don't think he was that good anyway. Do you know what I'm saying? And Florian Wirtz, it's to be seen if Arne Slot can accommodate him in a way that they can get the best out of him in this league. Because at the moment, it looks like in this league that he's always going to be hot and cold because they still haven't figured out how to utilize him. So
and he still seems a bit too lightweight. Like you just bully him around too much.
Yeah, that's it. So we don't know if it's an adaptation situation to the league, or if it's adaptation situation to the system, or if it's both. It could be both. Do you know what I mean? Which means there's no guarantee that he actually gets better. It could be an Angel Di Maria situation where the quality is there, but things are just off. It doesn't work out, and he's looking for a way out. So I can't lie. And Ekitike is out for so long that it's not even worth thinking about him, because he won't be back for a while.
Yeah, you're not seeing him till January or February or something stupid.
This is it. Do you know what I mean? So Liverpool could be well out of the title race by the time he comes back. So I can't lie, bro. Like Liverpool are cooked, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? They are cooked for the foreseeable. I don't see them as a realistic threat to anybody, bro. They're going to be competing for 4th place next season if they're lucky. That's what I expect, because I don't maybe it's top 5 again for Champions League, but you can't really be You can't rely on that.
Yeah, we don't even know too tough because that team's going in transition anyway.
Right.
They're losing a lot of leaders. Robertson's going, Mo Salah's going. That's just off the top of my head. Like we
That's
don't know
what I'm
who
saying.
else could potentially be leaving as well.
That's
And
what I
it
mean.
seems
Konate's
like they don't
probably
really rate the
leaving.
manager in spite of that.
Yeah. Didn't they sign some young centre back or something?
Yeah, Leone or something.
No, but haven't they got one coming in? Like some young French kid or something? Yeah, that's the one. So I guess that is that the Konate replacement. Like, who is that? Like, I don't even, because if they're signing him to start in the Prem, I don't know.
Yeah, because they ain't saw Konate's contract situation either.
Yeah, they're saying that he's looking more out than in at the moment.
Interesting.
Hold on, they're saying he's injured. Who got injured? Oh no, they're talking about
Jacquet, yeah, Jacquet got injured in like February. They signed him for like 50-something million. He got a big injury.
Whoa, what after they signed him?
Yeah. Like he was meant to be in the Liverpool squad now, I think. No. He was on loan. They sent him back on loan. He got injured again.
Brother, what? Hold on, man spent 50 million on a youth and then he got collapsed. Like,
Yeah.
no.
They mentioned it because he ain't Chelsea.
Nah, this club's cooked, man. I swear down. Like, hey, bro.
60 million they spent.
Nah, what are the odds? That's nasty.
Hey,
Hold on a minute. Yeah, that's nasty,
crazy,
you
man.
know. Yeah, that club's cooked. You know what I'm
It's
saying?
shame.
Like,
Like,
bro.
Jacquet was linked with us. He was meant to be a really good talent, but again,
Yeah, I thought he
too
was
soon.
going to you lot. I swear that was the noise.
Nah, but we did the whole, we're interested, but we don't want to pay that money. But we're interested if you want to force the move a little bit. Oh,
Yeah.
no, Liverpool's coming. We've been cockblowed. Now, we don't want him anyway. We like our centre-backs. Forget it. We were never
Hold on,
interested.
so Liverpool signed a centre-back, then he got injured, and then they signed another one, sent him out back on loan, and then he got injured as well. Bro, hey, they're cooked.
Yep.
You know what I'm
Allison,
saying?
that was the other name. Allison.
Oh yeah, Allison as well, the injury-prone goalkeeper. So, bro, this is another rebuild summer for Liverpool, blood. I hope they got another 400 million because it's gonna be that kind of summer again. And then on top of that, there's no guarantee, yeah, that's gonna even do anything, bro. Because after the previous summer, they've shown that whoever's in charge of their recruitment slightly cannot be trusted, like.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's looking mad.
Yeah.
I can't look at them as a direct threat to anybody
And
right
I think
now.
some of their sporting directors have got a year left on their contract as well. So, like, they're already mentally at the door.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that entire club is in a transition period and they haven't got the right manager in the middle of that. Lovely.
And
Can we
clearly they don't have the
capitalize
right
on that,
recruitment team either, bro. Not just the manager, because they're not even facilitating the manager with the right tools.
Yeah, so
They're actually not.
So
yeah,
I
it's
just hope we
looking
can
mad.
capitalize on that shit.
It's looking mad. I can't lie, bro. You know what I mean? I said I don't think any Liverpool fan will ever be able to forgive FSG, Edwards, or Hughes if they were to stick with Slot and let Alonso go to Chelsea this summer. But it's looking like a real possibility.
I think it's just their thing of not wanting to go to back threes though. Because I think remember Amorim was
Yeah, they
linked.
turned down Amorim as well. You're right.
But the same thing was because they didn't want a back three. Xabi Alonso's the same. They've had no conversations, no talks with him all year. They just said, we're not interested. We're not
That's
interested.
a good point, you know? I didn't even think of that.
I was just like, cool. That'll do me. I don't mind. I need to overhaul my centre backs anyway. We can do that for a back three. That's fine. That is absolutely fine. Hell, maybe that's why we were like building up in a back three on the weekends. Maybe we're just trying to tinker and test things out a little bit because we are just experimenting in the Premier League now. The whole thing is just friendlies for us.
Yo, that's crazy. You know what actually makes sense, bro? You know what I mean? So, bro, you got a 3-1 run at Alonso. You know what I'm saying? Don't mess it up.
God is good, man. I hope we don't.
And also, with
I don't trust Luko.
Also, with some of the centre backs you have, do you think that you might be able to get a higher level out of them if they are playing in a back three, perhaps?
I think a good manager will be able to get a higher level out of them anyway. But
yeah,
that still don't mean a lot for me.
Because your
'Cause, like-
defensive record under Maresca was not that bad. Like,
I know, but like we still didn't like those centre backs because we just because we play boring sideways football,
yeah,
we'd minimize the amount of pressure on our back line. But that still
course.
wouldn't stop them from making stupid mistakes.
Mhm.
So it's like, cool, you could like minimize their fuck ups, but they're still gonna make those mistakes. So yeah, you still got upgrade at the back though, but they can all improve by themselves just with better coaching. Liam Rosenior did what Poch did, where he spread out the midfield and exposed the back line, all for the sake of more chances up top.
Mhm.
But we conceded more goals. We concede 3 goals a game. We're holding 3 to everybody. So like under Xabi Alonso, I think that'll just drop down a bit.
I hear that. That makes a lot of sense, to be honest. So yeah, nah, man, that's gonna be interesting. I'm sure you saw that already, bro. If that shit happens, man, brother, that could be a 3-peat Champions League, you know. I can't lie, bro. Personally, I'm trying to see that.
Yeah, that would be crazy, bro. Like, and the minutes would still get spread around well because Dembele barely plays in the fucking Ligue 1 games.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. I've seen that the PSG players average 20 games a season. Like a lot of them, they rotate a lot because they can. You know the one.
That's why the Club World Cup fatigue ain't hit them like that. It got them at the start of the season, but towards the end of the season, everybody's minutes have kind of caught up and now gone back to their advantage. So now they're just getting back on the rest of the Premier League sides that have all just been run into the ground this season.
Yep.
They've got a nasty cheat code over there, and it's not. I don't hold that against them. Like, big up. They've had that for years, and nobody's cared because they've never won Champions League anyway. But that's why PSG's attractive. Like in a footballing industry where everybody is playing way too many minutes now compared to what it was like 20 years ago, PSG's giving you that relief, and you can still compete on all major fronts.
100%.
They've got a nasty cheat code over there, but it's brilliant for them.
No, facts. Do you know what I'm saying? Yo, man said, are you taking the Sassy to start? Or are you washing your hands?
Where you should be. You're playing in a deep block, box defending. That's where you should be. You are doing just fine over there. If West Ham stay up, stay there. If not, go to another club that plays that sort of football. You will be just fine. When you're playing at my club, playing in the high line, and he turns like a truck and he's got like fucking 30 pace, no, it's not going to work.
Nah, it's facts, bro, with him. That's exactly what it is, bro. I can't lie. Like, he ain't got the agility, bro. Like, he is a lorry, bro. You know what I mean? He's dusted, but some players in a new system can just look better, though. That's the only thing.
Yeah, and that's what it is for Disassi. Like, you play in a low block, you have Disassi. Everyone loves talking about Disassi 23-24 against Man City. We played a low block. We like Disassi never left the 18-yard box. And wow, he looked phenomenal. Because he's not playing high. Just stay over there, mate.
No, 100%. That's what it is, man. So yeah, hey, you look 500 likes target. Let's run it up. Yeah, I mean, Barca champions. People trying to do the Rashford revisionism now, guys. Do you know what I'm saying? That was the usual bullshit in it. Do you know what I mean? I ain't trying to hear all that crap. Rants, would you take Rashford back at the club? Absolutely not. You know what I'm saying? Not for love nor money, bruv. You know what I mean? My man's on 350 or something like that. And people are saying he'll be a good squad player. Man, I'm not paying squad players 350 bags, bro. He's had enough time, bro. You know what I mean? The brother broke through our academy. I think he's like 28 years old or something like that. 29. I don't know how old Rashford is. Brother, he's been given a fair crack, bro. Like, it's time to cut your losses, bro. This is what these men do with players too much. Keeping him is like keeping Luke Shaw. But the difference is, Luke Shaw is in a position, where it's a bit harder to replace, blood. Like, bro, like these fucking pacey wide players are a dime a dozen, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? You can get loads of shit pacey wide players that are gonna get you 9 goals a season. Do you know what I'm saying? Because that's all you're gonna get. 9 goals a season. That's what he averages, bro. Like, he's rubbish. And when man are saying, do you think Brian and Beamo's better? Brian at least fucking defends and helps the team, bro. At least he defends, bro. Rashford don't defend. Rashford don't have the work rate, bro. And he doesn't have the humility to understand, at least with Brian, Brian knows he's not a world beater. So he still does the hard yards. He still does the dog work. He still does the ugly things. Rashford thinks he's a luxury player. Do you know what I'm saying? He wants to put in the effort off the ball of a player that is fucking Zlatan Ibrahimovic or something. He's not Zlatan, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, the brother he averages less than double figures goals in the league here, which is shit, bro. Do you know what I mean? It's rubbish. And when you look at the amount of minutes that he played for Man United as well, there's no excuse. There's absolutely no excuse. So I'm not trying to hear that, bro. I'm not trying for these man, yeah, to have a brother on the bread that he's on with the ego and the reputation and the persona and everything that comes with it, the influence that he'll undoubtedly have at the club because he's an academy player. Man can't be bringing all that back for a bench player, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, that don't make no sense, because even if we were to bring him back, we don't start him left wing. We're still going to need to buy a left winger. Because he doesn't solve any of our problems. If we bring him back, we've still got a problem. Do you get what I'm saying? So we might as well get money for him.
I've never understood the idea of Rashford coming back. The only reason why he's getting regular minutes is because Rafinha's getting injured. That's all that's ever come down to. Like, I remember Rashford having one good season, one bad season, one good season, one bad season, and the bad season would be fucking horrible, bruv.
But there you go. The bad season will be 3 goals.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Every comp that I'd watch of him every season, I think 21, 22, and was it 23, 24 was just straight nastiness from him.
It's not the one.
It's unnecessary. The wages he's on is not going to be anything for a bench player. You've already mentioned that. Yeah, he just had a good loan, and he's only on loan because no one wants to buy him on the wages that he's on. It's the same thing with Sancho. He's getting thrown around because he doesn't want to drop his wages.
Yeah.
I can't believe it's still a conversation with you guys, but
this is what I'm saying, bro. Like, for me, no thank you, bro. You know what I'm saying? Rashford coming back is crazy. Or the bread he's on, also, he's just not that good, innit? Like, it's one of them ones where when man look at the Barcelona thing, if he was that good, yeah, Barcelona would just pay the money. They just pay the money. Why are they disputing his value? We're not asking for loads of money. Do you know what I'm saying? We're not asking for loads of money. The reason why Barca ain't happy, yeah, even after winning the league, to pay us the bread is because they doesn't think he's worth that. And if they don't think that he's worth 40 million euros, 30 million quid, then why do we want him? Do you know what I'm saying? Because I don't want a single player that's not worth 30 million quid at my club. Not one.
Furthermore, why ain't he lowering his wage demand if he wants to stay there?
But this is what I'm saying. This is what I'm trying to say. I don't want a single player that's not worth 30 million quid at my club, bro. None of them. Because we bought Dorgu for less. We bought our goalkeeper for less. They're worth more than that now.
30 million is like 15 million now.
That's what I'm saying. Like, bro, that's crazy. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, brother, Dorgu, yeah, you can't buy Dorgu for 30 million now. You can't buy Lomans for 30 million now. Nope. You can't. Do you know what I'm saying? So that man can't, brother, you can't even buy Eden Heaven for 30 million now. And he's played half a season. So I ain't trying to, like, we're not trying to do this with Rashford. Man's what, 28, 29 or something? Or maybe he's pushing 30. And he's on 300 and something grand a week. 28. He's 28.
Either way, he's played at United for a decade. Like
29 this year, my brother. Do you know what I mean? On 350 bags. No thanks. No thanks. Man would rather man go and sign a fucking a youth like, what's his name? At West Ham, the winger, the Dutch youth. Fucking Somerville, blood.
22, 23 Rashford in the chat first.
But I'd rather them man go and sign Somerville, blood. I don't even want Somerville. Because he ain't the level that we should be looking at either. But I'd rather they go get a young youth like that can be fucking inconsistent. You know what I mean? He can be inconsistent on less than half the money.
Yeah, and he'll probably, he has an opportunity to get better. You've had Rashford throughout his development years.
But this is what I'm trying to say.
Right.
This is what I'm saying, bro. That's what I mean. Like, bro, man saying it's a robbery for 26 million for Rashford. No, it's not. You know what I'm saying? Because it's 26 million.
Why does Rio always do this shit?
Brother, listen, man knows, man's a politician anyway. Man stays lying. So man don't even need to, you get me? It's not 26 million. It's 26 million plus man's salary, bro. Do you know what I'm saying?
26 million is a robbery for Rashford. That's crazy.
Brother, it's 26 million plus however many millions a year that man are paying him. You know them, man? Because you have to think about that, bro. At the end of the day, yeah, it's that man say it's free, it's free, it's free. It's never free, bruv. You know when you see, yeah, for instance, yeah, prime example, we see these things sometimes, yeah, where you might have like Mr. Beast or Shaq and them man are just giving normal people cars and that.
Mm-hmm.
Brother, man are saying, oh, man's got all this money and you're giving them that car. Brother, you can't just give anyone any car, you know, because you have to insure that and you have to be able to put petrol in that shit. You know them, man. So it's not free. Even if I give you a free car, it's not free. Because now you got to pay insurance and you got to put petrol in that motherfucker. So if you can't afford the upkeep or the upkeep's too expensive, the car's not free. Man have to give that car back. You know them, man. Like, that's the reality. Man have to give the car back. That's why more times they give man cars that are not expensive cars because they're cheap to insure, they're cheap to run. And that's the reality, bro. So it's the same with someone like Rashford, bro. Man said he's free. He's not free. His upkeep is way too much, bro. You know what I'm saying? And it's not worth it. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, the maintenance is way too high. Way too high, bro. That's why sometimes man crash cars, blood. The man say, yo, you know what? It's going to cost more to fix it than the car's worth. Throw it in the bin. That's Rashford. 350K.
That is a crazy analogy, but I hear it. I hear it.
350K. Brother, it's going to cost more to fix the car than the car's worth. That shit. You know them way there. Like, if man can get some scrap money for it. That's what 26 million is scrap money, bro. That's not a robbery. Do you know what I mean? We're robbing them. Because man should be throwing that in the trash. That we should be giving that away for free just to get the wages off. You know, like that. That's what we should be doing. So if man can get a 26 million for it, we're robbing them. And they know that. They know that we desperately want to get rid of him because he's way overpriced. That's why they're playing hardball, because they know that they're getting bumped if they pay that 26 million. Do you know what I mean? It's not the other way around. It's not the other way around. So anyone thinking, yeah, that it's the other way around, they're crazy, bro. Man's annual salary is nearly 17 million, bro.
Look at now.
That's crazy. You know them way there, 17 million for a sub.
Yeah, that's mad. That's all sorts of mad.
Get out of here, man. You know what I mean? Get him out of here. Get me some mount out of here as well. Get me some mount. Get me some mount out of here as well.
To drop out, but like, yeah, they need to go.
This is what I'm saying. So it's crazy, bro. Buy another, but that's what I'm saying. Barca will let Rashford go, and then they'll spend more money on another winger. You watch. You watch, because that's what they'll do. Everyone doing the Rashford revisionism, get out of here, man. Do you know what I mean? He won the league.
Still too attractive. It's one of those where you just hear the club's interested. They're gonna prick their ears up.
Brother, he won the league at Barca. Barca were gonna win the league whether he was there or not. So they didn't win it because of him. Yes, he scored against Real Madrid, but so what? You know them ones. They did not win it because of him, bro. Because for a large portion of
the Champions League, yeah,
that's it. Because a large portions of the season, yeah, my man was on the bench, so he wasn't integral, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? If Rafinha wasn't getting injured, he wouldn't even be playing. So I ain't even trying to hear all that. They didn't win it because of him. So it doesn't change nothing, bro. It don't change nothing. So when people are trying to rewrite history, would you take him back? Absolutely not. We'd be idiots if we even considered taking man back, bro. Because we're going backwards as a football club if you're bringing players like that back.
Facts.
You're going backwards.
No reason for it. No reason for it. I can't believe there's even man I'm talking about bringing him back, but Fez.
It's crazy, bro.
Actually, no, I don't. There's always a stand base. There always, especially for the academy players.
This is it. So, oh no, we're gonna see in it, bro. You know what I mean? Man are saying that Bayern want him. I don't think Bayern Munich want him. I don't think that he's got many options.
Gordon, they're not after Rashford.
Yeah, I don't think that he's got many options, bro. That's why he's saying hopefully I can stay, because man know that there's a big valuation gap. Would I rather Cunha on the left or Rashford? Cunha all day. Like, brother,
I just hope we don't go in for him. That seems like something stupid we'd do.
I don't know any Man United fan that's got enough that with sense that thinks that Rashford's better than Cunha.
No. I think if you look hard enough, you'll find the GA merchant. I'll be like, no, look what he did in 22-23, mate.
Brother, like, bro, they can't be serious.
There'll be a GA merchant that'll be like that. There defo will be.
Brother, hey, bro, them man there, bro, I can't lie, man. I don't know, bro. You know what I'm saying? Them man are crazy. Rashford better than Cunha, hey, brother, on what planet? You know them ones there, bro. You know what I mean? The only people I see twerk for Rashford is Arsenal fans, yeah, and these stat merchant Man United fans. You know them ones. I'd rather have Cunha on the left wing than Rashford. All day. You know them ones all fucking day, bruv. You know what I'm saying? Like crazy work, bro. Fuck it out. These men are killing me, though. Oh my word. Oh my word, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, brother, after we packed in Arsenal, yeah, at fucking Arsenal, bro. What, you think we're winning that game with Rashford on the left wing, bro, instead of Cunha? Get out of here, man. You know what I mean?
Like, send that back to the midfield.
Brother, that's what I'm... Brother, what? Do you know what I'm saying? Brother, oh my days. You know them ones that, man is not serious.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
One. There he is.
Brother, man think that one standout season, yeah, in 9 years means you're a good player. Well then, bro, tell Odegaard to start scoring goals again then, innit? Because you Arsenal man thought when he scored, like, was it 14 goals in that one season, you thought he's going to kick on and keep scoring goals. Bro. One season. Now he's rubbed. You know them ones. You man should know better than that. You Arsenal fans are dumb if you think that one season of Rashford means anything. You know them, don't mean shit. Tell Odegaard to bring that guy back. You know what I'm saying? Like, you man are smoking drugs, bro.
We're getting 22-23 Martinelli, bro.
That's it. That one season Martinelli as well, bro. Bro, you man are notorious for one season ballers, bro. And then you're telling me that Rashford... Get out of here, man. Get out of here. You know what I'm saying? Man said it already, yeah? You see certain players, yeah? There's floors and ceilings, innit? There's certain players where if they play at their maximum, yeah, they can give you something. But the floor is so fucking low. Do you know what I'm saying? And that's what it is, bro. The floor is so low. And most of the time, man plays by the floor. And the odd time, man maxes everything out, yeah, and gives you a performance where you think, oh, wow, there could be a player there. But guess what? Consistency, yeah, will always be the key, bruv. It doesn't matter if you can be good 1 in 6 games, bruv. Doesn't matter. If you're good in 1 in 6 games, you're not a good player. You're capable of doing good things, but that doesn't mean you're a good player. Every player, yeah, to a certain degree is capable of doing good things, bruv. Andros Townsend was scoring bangers and that. He wasn't doing it every week, though.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Will have the odd banger.
But that's what I'm saying. There's better men that can score bangers. They can't do it every week. And that's why we don't rate them in a certain conversation. Do you know what I'm saying? So all of these men trying to overrate players because every once in a while, yeah, they show a bit of quality. Like, what is that? Do you know what I'm saying? So man ain't even trying to see that shit. Man ain't trying to hear that shit. Do you know what I mean? So it's an absolute no from me. And I know that Ineos aren't entertaining that anyway because he's on too much bread, bro. So let's get this wage bill down. You get me? What you got coming up for the rest of the day, my brother?
So we're bringing back Capital Conflict at 5. We've got Jay and Mike's jumping on, maybe Northside as well. So we're gonna have a relegation convo. And bar that, I'm chilling. I'm gonna start setting up for the cup final this weekend.
Nice.
And hopefully we win a trophy, just so I can just say my season's been better than a lot of other people shamelessly, because that's all that I've got left.
I hear it. You know what I mean? You lot make sure you subscribe to Lewis. You already know what it is. The link is in the title. He's live as well, bro. Yeah. And Ricken, bro, listen, the Baleba situation is completely different, bro. Like, Baleba's a midfielder. Do you know what I mean? And the quality. Well, who's that?
LB.
Yeah, calm, perfect. Baleba's a different quality player. Baleba's a lot younger than Rashford. Rashford's fucking nearly 29 years old. A man are comparing him to a young player, yeah, that's already showed plenty of promise. It's not even close to the same. Do you know what I mean? Rashford's played for Manchester United, bro. Do you know what I mean? When you're playing for Brighton and a lot of your teammates are getting sold and all these other things, bro. Nah, bro. Rashford's playing with some of the best players in the league, still can't do it, bruv. Do you know what I mean? So I'm not trying to hear any of that bullshit, bro. You know what I'm saying? Got nothing to do with it. And especially when you're an attacker, even more so when you're a fucking winger like him, bro, that don't defend, bro. There's no excuse. You know them ones. Like if you're a winger that don't defend, you need to put up Mo Salah numbers. I'm not hearing it, bro. Because
man,
when
doing ride or die for Rashford.
But this is what I'm saying. When your team is getting peppered every week and you're walking with your hands on your hips, yeah, you need to be ringing off 25, 30 goals every season. You know the ones there. Like, brother, man's lazy, fam. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, man don't defend.
Watch him walking around enough times.
And man don't score goals, bruv. Man averages 9 Premier League goals a season. 9. And I think he got 9 league goals for Barca so far. 9. Man don't even average double-figure goals, you know.
He hasn't even changed that. That's bad.
Brother, everywhere, you know. Man's averaging single digits everywhere in the league. And man are trying to tell me that's not him, bro. Get out of here, man. Do you know what I'm saying? It's crazy, bro. But yeah, man, big up everyone inside. You already know what time it is. Bant Sports Ooze, 4 o'clock, people. Over on my brother's channel. I'll see you guys then.